We're live.
Good morning, everyone who's joining us online. It's nice to see that the weather is getting a little bit milder, and hopefully we won't have snow too much longer, and spring will be here. SAP will be running, and we can enjoy some pancakes. You can enjoy pancakes today for Pancake Tuesday. And the meeting is now open, so I'll ask for a motion for the council to declare the council meeting open. Moved by Ogwari, who will second it.
I'll second.
Chris Brandt. Is anyone opposed? Seeing none, the motion is carried. The council meeting is starting at 9:59 a.m. We need a motion to adopt the agenda. And for our online listeners, the items on the agenda will be to adopt the minutes of February the 6th, 2025. These are the regular council meetings. There'll be a time for questions arising from the minutes of council, any upcoming meetings that the chief and council have outside of the territory. There'll be a council meetings for March and April 2026 will need to be approved. Managing First Nations water systems and training, so council has liability and overseeing the operation of water and sewer infrastructure in the community, so the training would be valuable, and it's very urgent that council all attend and know what your responsibilities are. Eli's Lane Extension Road is on the council agenda. There are some land transfers, a business registration for renewal for DDL Voss Painting, some legal invoice from JFK Law, and this relates to the injunction of police enforcement regarding the cannabis grow-ops. There's in ISC amendments 124, 125, 126 for additional funding. I'll state what that is when we get to that. Then the upcoming meetings are February the 26th, the Tyendinaga Mohawk Council local business. Motion to adopt the agenda.
All motion.
Chris. Anyone opposed? Anyone opposed? Seeing none, the motion is carried. So it's been moved by Chris Brandt and seconded by Curtis to adopt the agenda. So there's some upcoming meetings, and I understand, Shelley, these have already been approved. The meetings outside the territory.
Can I do the minutes first?
The item for meetings outside the territory, have these all been approved? So anyway, the First Nations Child Wellbeing Planning Session in Toronto.
Did you do the minutes? Sorry, did I miss you doing the minutes?
No.
Item 2.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jump ahead to them.
I'm jumping ahead here. Sorry, my apologies. That's why they're in behind there. So the minutes of February the 6th are the council meetings was held in the council chambers at 9:30 a.m. I was present, Ogwari was present, Curtis was present, Aaron present, and Kristen Sarah Locke was present. Councillor Chris Brandt sent his regrets due to work commitments, and Linda had a personal matter to attend to, so they were absent. The staff present were Angela, the acting CAO, Shelley Bowden, the executive administrative assistant and recording secretary of the council, is present, and Charles Merkel, my assistant, was present. I opened the meeting with the Ohodo Garuatego, and there was no Lord's Prayer, just so strike that off. And it was done the prayer was done in Ganyonkehaga. Motion 1 was moved by Ogwari and seconded by Aaron to approve to call the meeting to order. The motion was carried. Motion 2 was moved by Ogwari and seconded by Aaron to adopt the agenda. The motion was carried. Motion 3 was moved by Ogwari and seconded by Curtis that the council minutes of January the 23rd be approved. The motion was carried. Motion 4 was moved by Curtis and seconded by Aaron to approve meetings outside the territory. Travel. Ogwari would be attending the Emergency Management Conference on March the 1st, the 6th in Thunder Bay. The chief would be attending a meeting with Dr. Staney Brown to be determined in Toronto. And I haven't had a chance to call Dr. Brown yet to set up that meeting because there's some additional people I'd like to attend with this, and this to deal with to be more proactive in lobbying the need for water that in so many First Nations in Ontario. Motion 5 was moved by Aaron, seconded by Curtis to approve business registrations for Eagle Hill Development. The owner was Daniel J. Brandt and Brad Gray Eyes Brandt. The motion was carried. Motion 6 was moved by Sarah and Loft and seconded by Aaron to invite Daniel J. Brandt and Brad Gray Eyes Brandt to attend a meeting of council to discuss his new business Eagle Hill Development. The motion was carried. Motion 7 was moved by Aguirre and seconded by Curtis to approve the business registration from Zero Access Gaming Promotions to the owner Richard Andrew Brandt. The motion was carried. Motion 8 was moved by Aguirre and seconded by Curtis to approve the signing of the letter of permission to harvest in our traditional harvesting area for Jody Cadu. The motion was carried. Motion 9 was moved by Curtis and seconded by Sarah Loft to approve the signing of a letter of permission to harvest in our traditional area for Robert McLeod. The motion was carried. Motion 10 was moved by Aguirre and seconded by Sarah Loft to approve to continue the appointment of Susan Barberstock, Director of Social Wellbeing, to the Association of Iroquois and Allied Indian and Social Services Advisory Board, and also to appoint Tara Reagan, the Director of Health and Wellness, and Councillor Aaron Ferranti as MBQ representatives on the board. The motion was carried. Motion 11 was moved by Aaron and seconded by Sarah to approve to engage Oahu Equal Source as sole source project manager for the continuation of the Bill C-92 Child and Family Wellbeing Law Project. Motion was carried. Motion 12 was moved by Aguirre and seconded by Curtis to approve the Indigenous Services Canada Agreement number 2122 ON 000027, Amendment 122, in the amount of $9,021 for the QMS indoor water piping replacement. Invoice number 123 in the amount of $880,000 for lot servicing for 16 rental units. Invoice number 123 in the amount of $21,000 for waste management, operation and maintenance service agreements. The motion was carried. Are they both 123?
They were on the one agreement.
Okay. So there's just 2 invoices then?
It was 2 payments.
Okay, because I see 2 123s.
Yeah, so it was in the same amendment number 123 covered both of those
Okay, thank you.
amendments.
Got it. Motion 13 was moved by Aguirre and seconded by Aaron to approve to pay Derek Wong invoice number 901 in the amount of $11,200, invoice number 902 in the amount of $2,100, and invoice number 903 in the amount of $1,400 for economic development. The motion was carried. Motion 14 was moved by Aaron and seconded by Curtis to approve to pay Alan Pratt invoices 6430 in the amount of $2,615 for the Culberson land claim. Invoice number 6431 in the amount of $1,110 for the alleged surrender number 24. Invoice number 6432 in the amount of $400 for the Culberson Track Additions Reserve. Motion carried. Motion 15 was moved by Curtis and seconded by Aaron to approve the out-of-country travel for a housing employee to attend an international battery seminar on March 23rd, 2026. Employee must have travel insurance and proper identification. Make sure they have those blood quantum letters too, Angela, please.
That's what proper identification is.
Yeah,
too.
okay. A motion 15 was moved by Curtis and seconded by Aaron Ferranti to approve the out-of-country travel for a housing employee to attend an international battery seminar. March 23rd, the employee must have travel insurance and proper identification. Motion 16 was moved by Aguirre and seconded by Curtis to approve to award the contract to build all contract for the Gagnote Library upgrades in the amount of $1,156,394 and the total budget in the amount of $1,339,161. The motion was carried. Now, Angela, is this new funding for the library, or is this coming from own source?
This is funding from the IELCC funds, which is the early.
Okay, ALTC? Okay.
No, it's not ALFTC. IELCC. So
Okay.
early learning child.
Okay.
Oh, I had it.
That's
And now I
fine.
can't remember the
I
name.
know what you mean.
Okay.
Motion 17 was moved by Sarah and seconded by Aaron to approve the revisions to the Dahadi Gison Donde Head Start program policy changes to the hours of operation. The motion was carried. Maybe we could elaborate just what the new hours of operation are in that motion, because people do read this so they know what it is. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Motion 18 was moved by Aaron and seconded by Oguari to approve the signing of the Association of Iroquois and Allied Indians Memorandum of Agreement for the Aboriginal Diabetes Education in the amount of $40,625, the health consultation in the amount of $2,250, the STB, BI, HIV, HCV community funding in the amount of $16,373.63, tuberculosis community funding in the amount of $4,539.31. The motion was carried. Motion 19 was moved by Aaron and seconded by Curtis to approve to pay Taylor McCaffrey invoice 4713 in the amount of $3,761.58 for corporate matters. The motion was carried. Motion 20 was moved by Aguirre and seconded by Aaron to defer the recommendations from the J. Burton Falls Law Group on the proposed trespass bylaw. I think there's a spelling mistake there.
Yeah, the M just has to come out. Should have been a comma.
Okay, so that'll correct that spelling mistake. On the proposed trespass bylaw for the full council discussion, council confirmed the following meetings. February the 26th, it will be the Tyendinaga Mohawk local business meeting. Motion 21 was moved by Aaron and seconded by Aguirre that this meeting go into private and the council into private at 11:08 a.m. The motion was carried. Are there any errors or omissions or corrections to these minutes that have not already been mentioned? Aaron? Do you have any corrections to the minutes?
No.
Chris?
No.
Curtis?
Just what you know to.
Linda? Oguari?
Just what she said.
Can I have the motion to accept the minutes as corrected?
I'll motion.
I'll second.
Oguari and Linda? Anyone opposed to accept the minutes as corrected? Anyone opposed? Seeing none, the motion is carried. Is there any business arising from the minutes? Aaron? Any business arising from the minutes? Chris?
No.
Curtis? Linda?
No.
Oguari?
Nope.
Okay, we'll just note none. Upcoming council meetings. So the proposed dates for the March meetings will be March the 4th and for regular and March the 11th and 25th at 7 p.m. I have a conflict with the March 11th date.
Sorry, Chief.
Pardon me?
Do you want to do the meetings outside the territory first?
Okay, let's do it. Oh, sorry, my apologies.
Number 3.
Meetings outside the territory. Do you have any, Aaron? Any meetings out?
I don't.
Chris?
Yes, I've got a meeting with the DFO fish habitat and planning, and that's going to be on Tuesday, the 24th in Bradford, Ontario.
Bradford, okay. Curtis, do you have meetings outside the territory? Linda? Aguirre? Okay, we'll just need a motion then to approve Chris to attend the DFO meeting on Tuesday, March 24th in Bradford, Ontario. Who will move?
What about yours?
So, just a question. Aaron, are you attending the HSAB board meetings?
No, I didn't get any information on any of that until I think I got a tag in with the email, but it's just too short notice. I can't go.
Okay.
Okay, so, then it bleeds into the next item here.
No.
So we can combine the two so that the next item is the first, is the meetings.
Who was the motion?
Pardon me?
Sorry, I missed you.
There's still more motion.
So Chief, on your agenda page, there should be listed the meetings that you're going to attend.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you need to get approval for those meetings.
Okay, but so I won't be attending the First Nations Wellbeing Planning Session in Toronto, February 23rd due to conflict with other meetings. The HISAB meeting of February 24th and 25th will be in London. And so Aaron, are you attending that?
She just said no because it's
I just asked her that and she said no.
No, so
too
who's
short
it?
a notice.
Okay, so the other delegates from the Wellbeing will be attending that, correct?
I would imagine.
And-
What is the date?
So the LFTC board meeting, so
24th,
Lyndon will be
25th.
attending that?
Yes.
I don't
And I will be
think
attending that as well.
Susan's back yet.
The
And-
April Huzzah would be able to attend that, but, if anybody has that information, please send it to me because I haven't seen that in the email.
Charlie, do we have any information back from AIA about the HISAB meeting on April 28th and 29th in Niagara Falls? You have to speak into the mic, they won't be able to hear you.
Yes, I have in a file. I can send it to you.
Okay, so send that around to the council members then, to Aaron. So Aaron, when you get that, will you be attending that meeting? The one in Niagara Falls?
Yeah, you can, what date?
It's April 28th and 29th in Niagara Falls. It's the AIAI Health and Social Advisory Board meeting.
Yes, I should be able to attend that and whatever the Ontario Sovereign, what is that?
Okay, are you available?
So
Are
the
you,
top one.
okay, are you available to attend the First Nations Child Wellbeing Planning Session in Toronto, February 23rd? Aaron?
No.
She said.
No? I would think Susan will be attending that, Angela?
February, I don't think she's back from her vacation.
Can you check with Susan to see if she's
Just
able
a
to
second,
attend?
let me check the vacation stuff. Keep going, I'll let you know, just a second.
Okay, so then we'll need a motion then we can incorporate Chris's motion at the FO meeting for March 24th, which is moved by Curtis. And Curtis, will you approve all these other meeting dates with the representatives?
Sure.
Is there a seconder for that motion?
One second.
Linda?
And have we had any updates, Chief, for a lobby meeting?
No, because they haven't approved Bill
Oh, okay.
C-15 yet.
Shelley's got something, Chief.
So Chief, are you attending the HSAB board meeting February 24th, 25th in London?
Just let me see it, Cindy. I think I can. Just let me check my calendar.
Do you see you had a meeting on the 23rd, though?
I haven't scheduled for the first planning session on February 23rd. And I've got it already held up for February 24th.
Then you can carry on to the other meeting.
Yeah.
Susan's not back from vacation for that first HSAP meeting. Was that 23, 24, was it?
4 or 5?
24, 25.
Yeah, no, she's not back.
The 24th, meaning I have a conflict, and the conflict is I have the Chiefs Committee on Housing, the Infrastructure Strategy meeting, part 2, on the 24th and 25th. That's in my calendar. Then there's the technical meeting on Métis. So the 23rd, I will be at the Chiefs Committee on Housing and Infrastructure. That's why I can't attend the meeting on the 23rd or the 24th. We'll have to find someone who can attend that meeting.
Yes, do we know if there's
And
anybody
I've already
attending?
committed to it because I'm on that committee.
Which one is it?
A saw board meeting?
Let me see about Tara. Sorry, I had to think of her name.
Because if there's nobody going, because I used to sit on that, I could go.
On the 23rd?
And well, for that 24th and 25th in London?
Okay.
Let me ask.
But I just
Tara
want to
if she's
find out
going
from Ann
first.
first,
Is it Tara?
Yeah.
Yeah.
just to make sure that somebody's going. If
Yeah.
nobody's going, then I will.
Okay, then we'll put you down as going then. Okay,
Well-
and on the,
If Tara goes, she won't need to go though, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
okay. So we have a mover and seconder, Curtis and Linda, to approve these meetings with the delegates that already mentioned, and as well to include Chris's DFO meeting on March 24th in Bradford, Ontario with M&R.
I just have a
So,
question.
so there's still
24th.
There's still the ALFDC board meeting in Pickering on March 11th to the 13th. Who will be attending that?
Linda and I.
That's, I thought we approved that last,
And
for
we-
the chief and I.
I think we talked about it, but I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
sure it got approved.
Oh, all right.
So we'll put it in the motion here. Curtis Fitzbrant. '24. Okay, it's been moved by Curtis and seconded by Linda to approve these meeting dates and delegates that we
Can
just
we-
mentioned.
I just have one quick question, chief. What about that, what is that Ontario First Nation Sovereign Wealth?
That's for chiefs. It's a corporation board of directors. What we hear is the audit report
Oh, okay.
and how the investments are performing.
It
There is no cash distribution until it's built up to a certain amount of money. I think it's $90 million. And I think we're more than halfway there in terms of investments and reserves that the chiefs decided to make sure there's at least $90 million. And then the interest then will start to be distributed to the communities who are partners. So of the, in sovereign wealth, I think there's 129 of the 132 that are partners in that. And that was to buy originally the $14 million shares in Hydro One shares. And so that's how it's just, how is that all performing?
Oh, okay.
Is
That
this,
kind of-
is this a presentation from Gord Peters?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
And the board of directors. So we have to approve the audit and the auditors make a presentation. Then our investment advisor comes and tells us how these investments are doing and that kind of thing.
Okay.
And
well,
where
thank
we're
you
at
for that.
financially.
Chief.
Okay. But it's going quite well. All right, so it's been moved by Curtis and Linda to approve these meetings outside the territory, to include the one that Chris has mentioned. It's been moved and seconded. Is anyone opposed? Seeing none, the motion is carried. We'll have the council minutes of March and April. And so March the 4th and 20th are the regular council meetings. In April, it's April 1 and 15. And for the local business, it'll be March the 11th and 25th at 7 p.m. and April the 8th and 22nd at 7 p.m. So I have a conflict with the one on March the 11th. That will be the LFDC board meeting that Linda and I are approved to go to. And that's from 1 o'clock until afternoon. No, wait, that should work. If we're done by noon, because the LPC board meeting is it's going to be a Teams meeting. So as long as we're finished by noon or by 1 o'clock, then I'll be okay with that. Motion to approve these scheduled meeting dates I mentioned.
Motion, Chief.
I'll
Curtis,
second, chief.
Curtis and Linda. Is anyone opposed to the meeting date schedules? Seeing none, the motion is carried. In managing First Nations systems training, MBQ is currently operating a Class 3 water treatment plant and a Class 2 water distribution system. The water treatment was commissioned in September 2016. We completed 4 water distribution phases since commissioning of the plant and have now installed approximately 58 kilometers of water distribution between Deserona System and MBQ water system. TMC inherits the obligation and liability of operating a public water treatment and distribution system. It is highly recommended that the First Nation chiefs and council take this course designed for First Nations chief and council, managers, and supervisors who have operational responsibility for drinking water systems. The course is free of charge to First Nations. And so we currently have 600 clients connected to the MBQ distribution system and 400 clients connected to the Deserano system. MBQ has contracted with Aqua, providing operator in charge function and assisting with training and mentoring of MBQ's water operators. MBQ has 2 Class 3 operators employed with 1 Class 2 operating working towards Class 3. It's highly recommended the chief and council take the course, as well as managers and supervisors. The course is free of charge. WC offers 2 delivery models, one in person or virtual. The in-person delivery is 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. The virtual is 2 mornings in the afternoon. This course provides necessary background for council to understand their role and responsibility of operating a public water system. Course outline module 1 is drinking water systems. It's an overview. Module 2 is components of effective DW system management, drinking water system management. And module 3 is resources and practical tools. Recommendation is that we require a couple of dates between February and March 2026. Walkerton Center has a trainer available February 23rd to the 27th. Highly recommended council schedule 1 day to take the management of First Nation system course in person delivery. And so does council have any dates between February the 23rd and 27th to take this training?
So
It would be an all-day session.
just to be clear, they had availability the 23rd to 27th. If one of those dates would work for you guys, if not, then provide us with some dates and we'll make the arrangements.
I'm sorry, but I don't have any availability left that week. That's just next week, right?
Yes, it is.
No, I don't, I'm sorry. Do we all need to take it, or?
We should, because everybody has equal responsibility and liability.
Okay.
So I'm good for the 24th and 25th and the 27th. Aaron's not available all that week then, so what about the next week?
When do you go?
From March 1st to the
March 1st to the 17th? So then we're looking after the 17th of March then. What about March the 19th or 20th? Yes. What about the 19th of March?
Why did we move it to Friday?
Sarah's not here.
Oh, okay. So that won't be good to do.
What about all-day session, March the 19th for this course?
But Sarah's not back yet.
Okay, then let's go the next week then.
That would be March break, isn't it, that week?
Okay,
19th, yeah.
So that's not.
So you're looking between the 23rd and 27th then, Chief? Is that what
Of
you're saying?
March.
Of March?
okay. Who's not available between the week of the 23rd and 27th?
I'm good. The only day I'm not good is the 26th. I have a doctor's appointment.
26th or 27th?
The 26th, but it's not till late in the afternoon. So I could make it work.
I'm giving Linda that every day of the week except for the 26th, I have a meeting that morning.
Okay, what about the 24th of March?
I'm good for the
On my
20th.
calendar.
I'm good with that.
Well, Gary's good,
I'm good.
Aaron's good, Curtis is good,
Yep.
Chris? Okay, then let's have a motion to schedule March the 24th.
No motion.
I'll second.
And where is that?
Here.
It'll be here.
Been moved by O'Gorry and seconded by Aaron, and the motion is carried to hold it on March the 24th. And there'll be an all-day session, 9 a.m., starting at 9 a.m. The motion is carried.
It says 8:30 to 4:30, Chief.
8:30 to 4:30 end?
Do you want me to move it to 9?
Why don't we say 9 o'clock, 9 to start at 9
So then you might just go to 5, potentially.
till whenever we're finished.
Okay.
Eli is saying, could we have Todd come up for this, please?
Yes, please.
So Chris Miracle contacted myself and Todd on January 29th, 2026 regarding the decision to terminate Eli's Lane, new road 60 meters north of his frontage due to a pear tree. The current termination point isolates a portion of Chris's lot, approximately 6 meters of road frontage. Upon review of the decision to end the road at its current location was based on concern over a hydro pole installation and the point where we would need to cut off into the bluff in the future if we were to go ahead with the project. It's recommended that council approve the 60-meter extension to remain consistent with the intent of opening the road allowances to support housing. There's sufficient remaining budget, and apparently this still keeps us on top of the hill without going into the bluff and without having to have to dig into anybody's property. That's what I've been told, but we'll have Todd come up and clarify that.
Well, myself and Linda, we went down to take a look at that, where the road as of right now would be cut off and where potentially it could go with no danger because of the size of the hill. So with this extension, there still would be enough room to put up a guardrail and the turnaround down further where Chris was talking about.
So Todd said all of this plan is doable, as Chris has already mentioned. And I just don't, and he said the cost would be that much. And that there still is money in that road budget that we have to have spent by March 31st, 2026. So I guess the council had passed a motion to terminate it 16 meters before that, but he said it can be extended and it's within the road budget and it's doable.
Okay.
So we'll just have Todd come up and clarify that because he's been working with the engineer.
And Chris Miracle's good with that?
From what I understand, yes.
That's where he
I
talked
would,
with us on
Todd
that
would
day.
Todd would have that conversation with them. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
because
be.
you guys had a meeting with him too, right?
Yeah, well, he
Not
came
you,
in-
but I
he
mean-
came in. So Todd said he'd look into it, and he did. And apparently he seemed to think that the issue was over a pear tree, but I guess the pear tree is in pretty bad condition, from what I'm told. But if need be, then that pear tree can also be transplanted quite easily.
Yes. We've seen that pear tree. and it's-
That is,
And I told Chris,
It's not the pear tree.
I told him it has nothing to do with the pear tree.
it would probably,
The hydrant pole can be moved.
that pear tree, if it was moved, it would probably die anyway. It's in that rough a shape.
But that hydro pole chief in question is, why did they put it there?
I don't know.
No, we don't either. They couldn't figure that out.
I think, wasn't that put there during the time when William J. Brandt's council had that camp down there and they had that bought land from Freeman to have that road right? They put a hydro line down at that.
Yeah,
time back in
but
the
this
70s.
is a brand new pole, chief.
I don't know.
It services Kiowa's house.
I don't know.
I don't know why they put it way out, way out. It should have been like on the lot line. Mm-hmm. it's almost on the surface of the road.
Well, see, this is why our lands people need to go and stake out where they're putting this infrastructure. We need to know where it is, not just all paperwork. Go and look on the ground to see where it is and know, so there's not these design issues that it's in some crazy place.
But the thing with this, chief, is that every time hydro comes through, like I think Nick always goes and makes sure it's okay. But
So the
know
field,
what happened
the
this time.
field work needs to happen
Don't know.
with the hydro workers, so they know that there's better planning and to deal, so we don't have these concerns with having to move poles. Is Todd coming?
It's coming.
We'll just wait for Todd to get here then. So there's a budget there, if you'll look at it in the briefing note. The inspector is $105 an hour, they're $8,400. The senior contractor admin, $660. And the CAD tech, $11,800, then plus the material to extend the, do that. Kasadawia, Nuksadu on the squaw. Good morning, Todd. So Todd, we're looking at reviewing the council item on the agenda for the extension of Eli's Lane to accommodate the request from Chris Miracle. And apparently the pear tree has nothing to do with it, and this is all doable, and we see your budget. Do you have any, and what I'm told is we have money that we have in the current road budget that we have to have spent by March 31st to accommodate this request?
Correct.
And that there's no need to cut into the hill to do this work, and
No.
it'll be all on top of the hill. We can
Yes.
put a guide rail at the end there for traffic safety.
Yes.
Now, with the, was there a bus turnaround or plow turnaround? Do we need any land from anybody to accommodate that?
No, the way that it's designed is they'd have to do a 3-point turn at the end.
A 3-point turn,
Right.
and that's all doable.
What would be helpful if we could get a driveway off of Chris on that, on the west side, just so that the truck can back down.
Okay,
It'd be easier for them, but they can still do a 3-point.
okay, so
Have we asked him about that?
No.
I did mention
Sure,
we
it'll be
might
fine.
need some land for a driveway, but he's quite said he's
We're
quite
also
willing to work with
live.
us.
So you're aware, Todd?
Okay,
I'm sorry?
We're live streaming, just so you're aware.
okay.
Oh,
So any idea what the total budget would be? I saw all the technical part of it, but what do you think it'll cost roughly?
well, it's in the briefing note, chief. $210,520.
Okay. And that's within our normal construction costs for road lots, right?
That's based on a winter premium, chief.
Winter premium, okay. All right. And if it's not a winter premium, what if the snow all melts? We still get charged a winter premium?
There's still
Well,
frozen ground.
I'm sorry.
So you still have frozen ground, so it's still probably still be winter premium.
Oh, frozen ground, okay.
Well, if there's no emergency to do it right now, I'd say wait until the spring and then obtain updated pricing in the spring. But we're under the gun as of March 31st, though, is the
Okay.
only other part of it, right? So,
Okay, let's have a chat with Nico Paul on that, okay? Because maybe we can do a force majeure issue with the high amount of snow we've had and cold weather. That the
Okay.
road is frozen, that we could probably request a force majeure extension on that. To save, and what would the savings be in terms of costs with doing the spring?
I think the engineers were saying something like 25 to 30%.
Okay. Okay, that would be an item that we have to put on the agenda or have a Zoom call with Michael Byrne and Nico Paul and I don't know, Chris Rohr's got to be on the, Kyle Weir is on vacation, is on leave until May. Okay, so I guess the question that we need a resolution then to amend, to rescind the previous resolution and insert a new one with this, to approve this work that's proposed.
Was there a motion to stop it at the fair tree, or?
Well, because the council terminated at 6
When you did the
meters.
hammerhead, I don't know who made the motion though.
Yeah, well, we
You,
can, so
Shelley?
we just need a motion to rescind that motion with the previous location of the hammerhead and approve the extension here with 60 meters.
60 meters.
Yeah. Is your motion then to rescind the previous motion?
Shelley, you're looking up at who made the motion?
Is
It
that
doesn't matter who.
Oh, doesn't?
It doesn't have to be the same
I thought-
person. It's a council decision.
Okay, I'll motion then.
To rescind the previous motion, who will second it?
No, second.
Linda, is anyone opposed? Seeing none, then we need a motion then to approve to extend the extension 60 meters, terminating at the top of the bluff there.
How, the 60 meters, I've been there to see the hill and the slope of that hill where it goes down. How far back from the slope of when it goes down is that? Because I know there's a lot of room there.
Yeah, so I don't know the exact where where we're going to terminate, but it will be back far enough where we can implement our.
I know that beyond, at the top of the hill, there is a fence that actually cuts off to keep anything from going down on top of that hill. From the fence to where it starts going downhill is probably about, I would guess at about 40 foot. So that's a good, that's a good swap
I'd have
too.
to-
So.
Okay, so Todd, that will include the guide rail at the end, right?
It's whatever, what is, yeah, part of it, and it's going to be based on the safety measures implemented by recommended by the engineer. So,
Okay,
And that's a solid guardrail that's going across, right?
yeah, it's no different than
With
the end
signs.
of Norway's, right? Like we've got a bluff off the end of Norway's, whatever signage and safety precautions we're taking there would probably be similar to the same.
okay. So who moved in second then to continue the extension to Southerly to accommodate this request? Who's moving?
I'll move it.
Chris Brandt, who will second it?
I'll second, Chief.
Chris and Linda? Anyone opposed? Anyone opposed? Aaron? Good, I see your thumbs up. The motion is carried. So Todd, can you check with, have a chat with Chris about the bus, the turnaround there, you were talking the driveway?
I can.
And I guess you'll look after moving that hydro pole that's sort of in an awkward place to the
Yeah,
edge of the
that's something
property
we'll
line?
look into, yeah.
That would be, okay. That's good. Thank you very much, Todd.
Yeah.
Thanks, Todd.
Well, thank you.
Land transfers. So we have some land transfers. There's a land transfer request from Karen Elizabeth McConnell to Ryan Earl James McConnell for Lot 4-1, part of Lot 33, Concession A, Revised Statutes of Ontario 5899R. We have a land transfer request from Lorna Marine Whalen to Derek Peter Harold Voss for Lot 8A-8, Concession 2, Canada Land Survey Record 112111. We have a land transfer request from Terry Allen Miracle to Nicholas Thomas Lewin for Lot 26E-3-2, Concession 2, Canada Land Survey Record 76648. We have a land transfer from Karen Ann Baptiste and Kim Baptiste to Kyle Hart Baptiste for Lot 10A-4-1, Concession 2, Canada Land Survey Record 76100. Save and accept Lot 10A-6, Concession 2, Canada Land Survey Record 107060. We have a land transfer from Nicole Elizabeth Kershaw to Carly Elizabeth Kershaw for Lot 5A-3, Concession 2, Revised Statutes of Ontario 2469. Does council approve these land transfers?
I'll motion, Chief.
I'll second, Chief.
Moved by Chris Brandt and second by Linda. Anybody opposed? Anybody opposed? Seeing none, the motion is carried. I can do this afterwards. We have a business registration renewal for DDL Voss Painting. Derek Voss is the owner. He's a painting contractor who's mobile and works off-site. Environmental fire inspections not required. Insurance on file. Does council approve this request? O'Gorry
I'll second, Chief.
and Curtis. And he does very good work. I can tell you that. We've had him painted our house. Motion is carried. Aaron, you're in favor of that motion? Aaron? Have we lost signal? Oh, you're good. Thumbs up? Good, thank you.
Yeah, sorry, just loud in my background, so I was keeping my sound off. Now I've lost that when you guys are talking.
Okay, so we have then the next item. The next item is JFK law invoices. So invoice number 405178 for $325 for the Seth Lafort Court injunction proceedings. And invoice number 405209 in the amount of $9,766 for the EFT transfer issue. And this is the supplier fraud issue on one of the accounts. And so we had to get $9,600 to get a court order so that some of those funds can be recovered. Motion to approve payment of these invoices.
I'll motion, Chief.
Chris Brandt,
I'll second, Chief.
anyone opposed?
Are we on the street and narrow off that?
Anyone
No,
opposed?
Getting there.
Seeing none, the motion
We'll
is
see.
carried. Then we have some amendments to our contribution agreements with Indigenous Services Canada for the fiscal year 25-26. Amendment number 124, the feasibility design. This relates to the peatland wastewater and treatment expansion. The amount of that is $27,000. Amendment number 125, fire prevention education. This is for a fire protection strategy for Bay of Quinte, $40,000. You have amendment number 126, fire protection equipment. Wildland urban interface, $100,000. Does council approve these amendments?
I'll second, Chief.
Ogwari and Chris Brandt. Is anyone opposed? Anyone opposed? Seeing none, the motion is carried. Okay, sign these, Chip. And the next meeting will be February the 26th, will be the local council business. Do we have anybody scheduled so far?
Yes.
We do? Okay, that's fine. Okay, that concludes the public portion of our council meeting. We'd like to thank those who joined us online and wish you all a good day. And so do I have a motion now to go in camera?
I'll move.
Moved by Linda,
I'll second.
second by Chris. Anyone opposed? Anyone opposed? Seeing none, the motion is carried. We went into camera at 11:26.
11, what?
11:46.